didn't think about this. This camera is so big that I'm super zoomed in because it's got such a lens on it. My head is like cut off. Anyways, hi, how are ya? It's Wednesday. I'm going to get coffee, and then today we're doing a spooky video. I've got a bunch of places to go, not a bunch, but a few of them that are like creepy and maybe haunted. So come along, but first let's get coffee. Sorry, this is my new camera. Anyways, let's go. Look at how foggy it is outside. Oh my God, how perfect. Oh, I hope this burns off though. It's supposed to be a super nice day. Oh goodness. Brendan just convinced me he knew how to get to Middlebury, and guess what? I think he lied.
Certainly seems that way.
All right.
Oh, I know.
I'll be back. Okay, so we're in the graveyard. Oh, where does this go? I don't know where it is, but it's a historic landmark, so it's got to be somewhere. We might have to like park and figure it out. I like have an idea of what it looks like, but I'm not seeing. I don't know. I guess this way. I don't know where it is. That's the only problem. It's just like a square, and why does your car sound like that, Brendan? We should have taken mine.
The ghosts are gonna kill us.
We might have to like park and get out and walk or something. It's a historic landmark, so you would think that it's like marked, right? Or am I crazy? Oh my God. These are so close to the road. Like, this is such an old graveyard.
Hopefully I don't hit one.
I know. I'm terrified. You guys, look at this graveyard right now. Oh, you're out of focus. Like, look at this graveyard. Where the heck is it?
Google it.
Because this goes out. We might have to get out and walk or something. Oh, right there. It's right there. It's right there. I bet you money it's right there. So Timothy Clark Smith was a 19th century doctor who suffered from the fear of being buried alive. He designed his own tomb with a set of stairs under a large square capstone beside his burial mound, and is said to have been buried with a bell in his hand and a breathing tube. There's a horizontal window he installed at the surface of the grave, 6 feet above him and centered squarely on his face so that people could check on him to ensure that a mistake wasn't made. Timothy died in 1893. Okay, so I know that this is it because I've looked at it, but there's no like stone or anything. Do you think somebody like stole it? I'm very confused. But I know that that's it because I've Googled it, and that's what it says. But like, why is there no, you would think that there'd be like a gravestone or something, you know what I mean? Look at this guy, died in 1860 at 94 years old. The origins of this story starts in 1883 BC, before Vermont even existed. Rumor is a local junk dealer named Henry Sheldon purchased the mummy from a New York antique dealer in 1866. He kept the mummy at his house until he died in 1907, when the house turned into the Sheldon Museum. The mummy was exposed to hot and cold, dry conditions and dampness. The wrappings were decaying, and the embalming process caused the body to decompose. The thought of a person left to rot in a Vermont attic was appalling to the Sheldon Museum trustee. The trustee wanted the boy, who was believed to be linked to Egyptian royalty, to have a proper burial. The grave has images of a cross, an ankh, which is used in Egypt as a symbol of life, and a bird. It reads, "Ashes of Imam Her Kapesh F, aged 2 years, son of Senwaset, 3rd king of Egypt, and his wife Hather Hotpi, 1883 BC." So this one was a little bit more tricky to find, but it's really not that hard. It really is. If you follow the directions to halfway back on the left, that was actually pretty good. So the reason why you're seeing a picture is because this hotel is hard to find and it's on private property, so I don't even know if you're even allowed to be there. The Hyde Manor opened in 1865 by James Hyde and was considered one of the best and grandest hotels in New England. When the hotel was being built, a new train station and canal had been just built near the hotel, allowing easy access for wealthy tourists. Hyde also advertised to the mentally ill or sick, claiming that the mountain springs and nature around the hotel had healing properties. In 1882, there was a fire at the hotel and the whole building burned down. Hyde decided to rebuild and made an even grander and bigger resort. The resort could hold 250 guests, was gas heated, had private parlors and baths, electric buzzards to talk at the front desk, fire escapes, and private cottages, all things that were luxurious for that time. Eventually, chains like Hilton and Holiday Inn were created, and Hyde Manor quickly became outdated. Hyde sold the property and new owners opened a hotel called the Top of the Seasons, but it closed in 1970. Since then, the building has been slowly deteriorating, and this is the only footage I got from this location. There's no pull-off for it?
No.
You've arrived.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. That was it.
There's no way that was it. That didn't even look like it. Not really sure what happened with that one. I don't even know where the heck it would be. That didn't look like it at all. What a letdown. That's not what I was expecting. I thought that you'd be able to see it a lot better than that, and there's nowhere to even like pull off. What a letdown. That was a fail, wasn't it? The story of Lake Bomazeen goes as follows. One night, 3 Irish quarry workers enjoyed a night drinking at a tavern on the lake shore. In order to get home at the end of the evening, the group set off across the lake on a rowboat. The men were never seen again, presumed drowned, but their bodies never found. Only the empty rowboat was recovered after it drifted to shore. Ever since, visitors and locals have claimed to have seen a ghostly rowboat gliding across the waters of Lake Bomazeen on moonlit nights. The boat is almost always described as totally empty and completely silent. The oars that move the water are said to make no sound or ripples. So this story begins over 2 centuries ago on a night when a man got word that his wife was in labor. Childbirth was difficult those days, especially in rural areas. The man ran through the night along the dirt roads lit only by stars and moonlight. He stopped when he came upon a beautiful woman wearing white. Illuminated by moonlight, he realized it was his wife. The figure disappeared and the man continued home only to find his worst fear. His wife had died in childbirth. To this day, no other road in Vermont has been named after a paranormal occurrence. And so many people have stolen the Ghost Hollow Road sign that they decided to carve it into a boulder. So that was not nearly as exciting as what I thought it was going to be in my head. I don't know. I thought the road was just like a deserted road, like nobody lived on it, but there was actually quite a few houses on that road. I'm shook, but it's pretty out here, so that's a plus. So that's all she wrote for my dumb adventures. I guess 4 for 5 wasn't bad. Whatever. What a letdown. I suck.
Like me to go. I can get off the Wellston.
I don't know how to go through all this.
What are you gonna say when someone stops us?
Who's gonna stop us?
The gravekeeper.
I'm gonna say, where's the historic landmark? That's why I recommended this camera as a vlogging camera. Do you think they lied to me to get me to buy it?